Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome to Daily Discipline number 693, primarily in a row. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here. Honored and humbled that you keep coming back, like for reals. Hey, it's Wednesday. We talk about Wednesdays. They're hump days. Hump day. That's for you, Aunt Barb. Hope you're great. Again, just something fun we do on Wednesdays. The rest of the week we're pretty serious, right? But the date is September the 9th, 2020. It's a work day. I got a ton of work to do. So let's do it. First things first, still a realist. You know what else I am? Chili. Not like the snowman off of Doc McStuffins, right? Even though it kind of looked like that. No, it's a little chilly out, right? We had a cold front pass through, hit that hot air. I didn't think we were going to get practice in last night, but we did. Part of it, right? Got about half of it. And then we got rained out, lightning, and then just rained all night long, right? So, and it's chilly. But don't worry, it'll be hot again by this weekend. But there's a chance that tonight and tomorrow we set records for low temperatures. Moving on to our real talk. Has this ever happened to you? So I had a very interesting day yesterday. Yesterday, got up, going through some personal stuff, and I came to a crossroads where I needed to make a decision whether I was going to do something or not. And that something was whether I was going to be generous, right? I had made you make those deals with yourself like, hey, I'm going to try this for a while and see how this works out, right? And I decided I was going to be more generous. I decided I was going to be more generous after, and I believe I spoke about this probably, I don't know, a month ago, where I was at church, and the pastor confronted us like, don't have a poor mind. Understand that there's more than enough, and that when you have enough, you're generous with other people. And I took it, I'm like, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I had instances in my life before where I was generous, and I just remember how beautiful that felt. And then, again, not counting on it, but then just I look back and I'm like, but it just seemed like those were the times where I had plenty, right? And it's the chicken or the egg, like, fine, I'll go first, right? So anyway, yesterday morning I was at that crossroads, right? And I was like, you know what? Stop listening to Selfish Rob and don't listen to Future the rapper. Listen to Precious, right? Boom, hit the button, went about my day. And then all of a sudden I got an email from work, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was saying, hey, just letting you know that, sorry about that, from this a team at work saying, hey, we've processed this commission payment. You're going to see payment in the next 30 days. I was like, oh, I completely forgotten about that. I hadn't even asked about that in probably almost a year, right? Completely forgot about it. That shows up literally. And then I went back and looked, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was within minutes of each other, right? And so I was like, well, you know how we do it. We explain things away. We're like, just coincidence, right? So, but it was still there, and I was like, man, is that you, right? Like, are you rewarding me that quickly for responding? And if so, thank you, right? Thank you. And so then a few minutes later, here comes another email, right? And I was like, is that the same? I'm like, no, there's two of them that I'd forgotten about, wasn't expecting, and within an hour of me responding to the nudge to continue to be generous, I was rewarded twice. Coincidence? I don't know, right? Maybe those things were already in motion. I didn't know it. Maybe they weren't. Who knows? Nobody knows. All I know is I'm sure glad I hit that button, because for more reasons about just staying the course and understanding that all of the things that I say on here are true, that if we continue on, if we respond to the prompts that are given to us, if we're generous, if we think of other people, we will be blessed. And it happened to me yesterday, and I'm sure it's happened to you. I would love to hear about it down there in the comments. If you do, give me a thumbs up, tell a friend, whatever. But it was just incredibly powerful how that helped. And it was like, I was like almost overcome by it. So, but I had a very busy day, so I really kind of parking lotted that until this morning. And then I don't know, just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, so let's get to our thank yous and then we're done. Number one, God has been good to us in the good times and the bad. I mean, aren't we just talking about that right now, right? I love it, right? And I'm glad I make a digital record of this, so the next time I'm boo-hooing, I can just look back here and be like, that's how that stuff works. If you're having a hard time, be generous. Do something for somebody else. I'm thankful for the NFL. NFL opening kickoff is tomorrow night. You got the Chiefs and the Texans. Can't wait to see it. I'm thankful for a couple of guys that are playing in that game. Deshaun Watson, the quarterback for the Houston Texans. A little backstory. Grew up poor. His family was the recipient of a Habitat for Humanity home that was built for them in Atlanta by a guy that played, or maybe it was Tampa. Yeah, Tampa. For a guy that played in the NFL, work done. And Warwick Dunn told everybody, he's like, maybe it wasn't Atlanta. It doesn't matter. The point is this, that Warwick Dunn told everybody, he's like, hey, look, Coach Dungy taught me, like, hey, I've got an incredible platform. I have to give back to my community. This is what I'm doing. And it's like over 100 homes or something. It's a beautiful story. Anyway, Deshaun Watson was one of these guys. Like, that's how he grew up. And he signed a contract extension over the weekend for like $100 million guaranteed. And he was having a press conference, and he got emotional talking about it. I'm like, I can totally understand how that would just be so moving to somebody. And I'm glad that he shared that with everybody else. And I'm certain that if you follow the trail, you'll see Deshaun Watson being very generous with his community too. That's how it works. Same team, the Houston Texans. I made a daily discipline about this, about their coach. Not a big fan. He shipped off D Hopkins, who was Deshaun Watson's best receiver, and he's now with the Arizona Cardinals. He just got a big contract. Good for him. He's awesome. Great backstory there, too. Great story about a kid growing up in a single-parent household and never giving up on his mama. I'm thankful for LeBron. I got home last night, turned on the television, was talking to Sam, got to watch LeBron the first half. He's just amazing, right? And so yesterday, on the talk shows, everybody, the Lakers, all you got to do is stop LeBron and Anthony Davis. Houston's a better team. Houston's best players both scored 30, and they got beat by 10. It's over. Go, LeBron. Go get it. I'm thankful for generosity, right? I've been very open, emotional, honest, talking about times when people have been generous to me and how overwhelming it is. And I want to give that feeling to other people, not for selfish reasons. Just I feel like I have an obligation that where I'm at in my life, that I see other people, I see somebody struggling. I gotta figure out a way to be generous to them without making them feel uncomfortable or indebted to me. That's not the point. The point is you got to help them, just like people helped us and saying, I don't expect anything back other than your commitment that when you're in the position and you see somebody needs help, you got to help them. Just remember this talk, right? I'm thankful for the concept of enough, right? Like we just talked about this, that there always is enough. And I have to remind myself, I had to remind myself that yesterday morning. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to log in and see what my balance is in my bank account. I'm just going to hit the button, right? Like if I need to cut someplace else, not in the generosity. There will always be enough as long as you believe. I'm thankful for our blessings. I mean, come on. How can you not be thankful for them? And you know what else I'm thankful for? Whatever happens today, whatever happens tomorrow, I'm thankful for it all. Again, universal truths here, right? 2 + 2 is always 5. And if you want to be happy, you got to be thankful for what you got. With that, we're done for the day. I'll be back tomorrow on a Thank Yous Thursday. Can't imagine what that's going to be like, right? Hands up, peace out, we're better together. I appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you then. See you. Bye.